Have you ever opened the fridge, eager to snack on your favorite yogurt, only to find that it's gone bad? It may be a bit stinky or even moldy. Let's dive into the fascinating world of food spoilage, a phenomenon that answers the question, why does food spoil? Food begins to spoil due to the action of tiny invisible creatures known as microorganisms. These include bacteria, mold, and yeast, which naturally exist around us. Imagine these tiny creatures as tiny chefs who love to break down food, even if it means leaving behind a mess in the form of bad smells and tastes. These microorganisms enjoy munching on food, especially when it's warm and moist. In such a cozy environment, they multiply quickly, gnawing away the nutrients and causing food to change in smell, texture, and appearance. Have you seen that fuzzy blue-green mold on bread? That's mold having a party! But how does this process actually happen? Let's picture it. When you leave a piece of food out in the open air, it's like opening the doors to our tiny chefs, saying, "Come on in." They land on the food and start to feast. The food becomes their playground. As they eat the food, they release enzymes, sort of like tiny scissors, that cut down the food into smaller parts so that both the microorganisms and the enzymes can absorb the nutrients more easily. As they digest the nutrients, they release gases and produce waste products, causing the unpleasant flavor or smell. This change signals the spoilage of the food. Sometimes their feast might invite other guests, like insects or more molds, to join in. This is when you might see a lot more rottenness taking over your once delicious apple or sandwich. Outside of microorganisms, the spoilage process is sometimes helped by the natural chemicals in food itself. For example, fruits like bananas produce a gas called ethylene when they ripen. This gas speeds up ripening, and if not consumed in time, it leads to spoilage. So, what can you do to prevent these sneaky little chefs from spoiling your meal? The answer lies in controlling their environment. Refrigerators slow down the activity of these guests by providing a chilly atmosphere. While storing food properly and keeping it dry helps in keeping those hungry microorganisms away. By understanding these tiny chefs' habits and using tricks like sealing containers or using refrigeration, we can lengthen the life of our food and enjoy it longer. So, the next time you find sour milk or moldy bread, you'll know that it's simply nature doing its job. But there's no need to worry. Follow the right steps, and you can outsmart those miniature chefs and keep your food fresh and delicious longer.